289. Back at it again for episode 3 of the OC Hunger Games. This video is probably going to come out around Art Fight, but as of recording, the theme reveal is only 2 hours away. So let's dive right in, because replacing Blue Thunder today we have Trailblaze. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Noto shoots an arrow at Silver but misses and kills Libla instead. Libla is just having the worst luck. Adrian, Atoll, Saisei, and Worka share everything they gathered before running. Steeljaw repeatedly stabs Crowwing to death with sighs. Aurora and Jason run away from the cornucopia, and Nui grabs a backpack and retreats. Kane stays at the cornucopia for resources. Fuyu and Kalar fight for a bag. Kalar gives up and retreats. Pico, Trailblaze, and Charlotte work together to get as many supplies as possible. Starmender breaks Featherbolt's nose for a basket of bread. You know, if they existed within the same canon, or like within the same lore, Starmender would absolutely adopt Featherbolt. That is his dragon son now. Khan throws a knife into RNA's chest. RNA, no! Oh, I'm never gonna get around to redesigning you. You, come on! RNA, no! Cyrus runs away from the cornucopia. Tanuki-Pa receives a trident. Pico makes a wooden spear. Cyrus and Featherbolt hunt for other tributes. Kalar stabs Jason to death with a tree bridge. More like an entire tree house. Kalar gonna pick up a single branch. Nui stalks Fuyu. Atoll searches for a water source. Khan dies trying to escape the arena. In character, absolutely. Kane defeats Worka in a fight but spares her life. Thank you. Saisei diverts Adrian's attention and runs away. Rora goes hunting. Tanuki-Pa goes hunting. Noto sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Trailblaze camouflages himself in the bushes. Silver receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Starmender receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Charlotte is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Charlotte, no! I hope that I didn't kill her. And Steeljaw searches for firewood. Steeljaw, you are the fire. 5 cannon shots can be heard from the distance. Leela, Crowwing, Arnes, Jason, and Khan. Charlotte is still alive and District 2 is still running. Noto seems to be in the lead with 1 kill. And unfortunately... Oh wait, no, Atoll is still alive. Atoll is still alive. How is that? What? Okay. Yeah. Favorite to win today is Atoll. I just really want to draw Seawing. District 2 is still a favorite, but like, really want to draw Atoll. Adrian stays awake all night. Featherbolt is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Nui and Tanuki-Pa huddle for warmth. Notos tries to sing himself to sleep. Saisei receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Silver, Kane, and Starmender cheerfully sing songs together. That is a tongue twister and a half. Kalar attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Pico thinks about winning. Steeljaw receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Atoll thinks about home. Trailblaze cries himself to sleep. Rora and Charlotte run into each other and decide to truce for a night. Worka questions her sanity. Fuyu stays awake all night. And Cyrus quietly hums. Steeljaw tends to Pico's wounds. Starmender attacks Nui, but he manages to escape. Silver steals from Kane while he isn't looking. Cyrus makes a wooden spear. Notos runs away from Mora. Saisei injures himself. Atoll and Featherbolt work together for the day. Dragon and Dragon, let's go. Tanuki-Pa attacks Kalar, but he manages to escape. How does that little pipsqueak manage to attack like a 50-foot tall god? Stabbing him with that trident like a toothpick. Trailblaze begs for Worka to kill him. She refuses, keeping Trailblaze alive. Charlotte hunts for other tributes. Adrian kills Fuyu with his own weapon. And all that's dead is Fuyu. Kane thinks about winning. Pico defeats Notos in a fight but spares his life. Kalar strangles Saisei with a rope. Adrian, Silver, Nui, and Tanuki-Pa sleep in shifts. Steeljaw looks at the night sky. Worka, Featherbolt, and Atoll discuss the game and what might happen in the morning. Starmender poisons Charlotte's drink but mistakes it for his own and dies. Oh no. Cyrus, Rora, and Trailblaze cheerfully sing songs together. Adrian attacks Steeljaw, but he manages to escape. Charlotte makes a wooden spear. Atoll, Nui, Tanukipot, and Pico hunt for other tributes. Trailblaze thinks about home. Kalar picks flowers. Kane goes hunting. Wark hides for tribute. Silver searches for firewood. Cyrus receives fresh food from unknown spots. Featherbolt searches for firewood, and Rora runs away from Notos. Absolutely nothing happens. Nothing happens. That's the most nothing day ever. But Saisei and Starmender are dead. Let's see, checking back up. Atoll still alive. Yes. Kayla in the lead with 2 kills. In character. Charlotte and Warka are still alive. Oh, Pico's still alive. Pico's nice. Pico is great. Yeah. Adrian thinks about home. Silver lets Pico into his shelter. Steeljaw sets up camp for the night. Charlotte and Kane hold hands. Trailblaze sets a fire, like his name. Atoll goes to sleep. Tanukipot begs for Warka to kill him. She refuses, keeping Tanukipot alive. Kalar, Featherbolt, and Cyrus cheerfully sing songs together. Rora begs for Notos to kill him. He refuses, keeping Rora alive. And Lee thinks about home. What home? You don't have one. Homeless God. Cyrus camouflages himself in the bushes. Kane scares Adrian off. Trailblaze discovers the river. Wow. Big thing. Pico kills Steeljaw with his own weapon. Nui begs for Featherbolt to kill him. He refuses, keeping Nui alive. Kalar questions his sanity. Tanukipot steals from Atoll while he isn't looking. Notos practices his archery. Rora steals from Warka while she isn't looking. Charlotte makes a slingshot. Silver discovers a river. Absolutely nothing again. But Steeljaw is dead. Trailblaze, Cyrus, and Kane discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Silver, Adrian, Rora, and Warka tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Nothing happens. Featherbolt convinces Tanukipot to snuggle with him. Nui and Atoll talk about the tribute still alive. Pico and Kayla run into each other and decide to truce for a night. And Charlotte throws a knife into Notos' head. Rora bashes Adrian's head against a rock several times. Mood. Charlotte explores the arena. Featherbolt fishes. Tanukipot dies of dysentery. Silver thinks about home. Trailblaze dies from burst. Sure. Nui thinks about home. Pico diverts Atoll's attention and runs away. Cyrus receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Kalar kills Kane with a sickle. And Warka thinks about home. Notos, Adrian, Tanukipot, Trailblaze, and Kane are all dead. And Kalar is in the lead with 3 kills. Atoll is still alive, and District 2 is still alive. Warka receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Charlotte and Pico huddle for warmth. Good job, that is a very floofy Mewtwo. Cyrus and Kayla talk about the tribute still alive. Silver, Featherbolt, Rora, and Atoll sleep in shifts. Nui receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Cyrus picks flowers. Warka chases Featherbolt. Nui makes spears. Kayla chases Rora. Atoll chases Silver. Everybody's chasing everybody. Charlotte searches for a water source. Pico is pricked by thorns while picking berries. But no one dies. Warka screams for help. Ah! Rora, Nui, Charlotte, and Silver tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Kalar overpowers Featherbolt, killing him. Finally, a kill. Let's go. Kalar, add into the total. You are indisputably in the lead now. Pico is awoken by nightmares. Cyrus strangles Atoll with a rope. No! And here's the cornucopia. Kalar decides not to go. Charlotte sets an Warka sets an explosive off, killing Rora, Charlotte, Cyrus, and Nui. Pico and Silver decide not to go. No, Charlotte! She was my backup. Warka and Silver hunt for tributes. Kalar tends to Pico's wounds, but dead is Featherbolt. Atoll, no! Rora, Charlotte, Cyrus, and Nui are all dead. Warka and Kalar are now tied for the lead. And all that's left is Silver, Kalar, Warka, and Pico. How will this go? Warka and Silver run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Kalar tries to treat his infection. Pico screams for help. Rightfully so. Kalar receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Warka stalks Silver. Pico bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Only one that's dead is Pico. It's up to the gods. Warka tends to her wounds. Kalar again falls into a frozen lake and drowns. How big is that frozen lake? Silver cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. And our winner is Warka from District 2.
This video is a bit late, but new mic, so who cares? Let's get on to the actual design stuff. For Worka's formal outfit, I was really inspired by the cuts. For Worka's formal outfit, I was really inspired by the oh. For Worka's formal outfit, I was really inspired by the oh. For Worka's formal outfit, I was really inspired by the apothecary type. Oh. Just put the thing up on screen. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I wanted to give Worka Hanfu, and the scarf was there to make the silhouette more interesting. For a cross-dimensional outfit, it's just what her outfit was before. I just gave her a cape that would help her blend in with the people of Kreisschulk. The true form one was kind of tricky. Worka's design has been giving me struggles for ages because I wanted to have just beyond the amount of joints a dragon is expected to have to make it a little creepier, but also wings like a wyvern and the body of a sea serpent, also with some shark inspo in there. Just general really creepy sea monster if it was a wyvern. But I think I hit a good combo here. Instead of optimizing Worka for land, sea, and air, they're only really good for swimming and flying. Main gray is pretty shark-like, which I like, but I'm missing something with this. I think I just barely missed the mark. It went wrong somewhere with the colors, but I got burnt out on this character, so now I'm just rolling with it. Maybe another year of reflection on this design will get me somewhere. Speaking of burnout, I've got quite a few projects I'm working on outside this channel that need my full focus. So if everything goes right after this year's art fight video, because I lost all the recordings, it's only going to be one video where I talk about the art. I'm just going to try something new content-wise for a bit. I know the last time I made my dip into gaming, it didn't go so well, but I'm using my voice now. I just got a new mic. We're going to try it again. I'm not gonna stay away from art forever, that is the main thing this channel is based on. I'm just gonna step back from it for a bit, and we're gonna see where this goes. Really excited to do some stuff with other people. You'll see, hopefully, not next week, because I don't do weekly videos anymore, but the week after next week, you guys will see what I'm talking about. Also, sorry for the late video again. Setting up this mic was weirdly stressful, and none of the tutorials online were helpful. Hopefully I'll be able to do a video in the future where I clean up my PNG tuber, but maybe I'll just do that off screen while I'm editing videos. I think that's it. Anyway, that's all for now. That Rat 289 out.